the Kill If game.
Is Kill
Is
la
this...
Kill if an RPG?
No, it's a lifestyle choice.
I mean, I know that.
Isn't that game like 4 hours long?
I'm sure it is. It's an anime
That's the reason
game.
why it had like really regressive fucking rules in terms of what you could and could not stream.
So I want to show you. Hold on, I'm gonna turn down the volume a little bit.
I'm getting an ad.
I just get ads for talking about like how my state is overrun with opioid addiction.
Oh.
So I'm playing as Al Capone.
Oh.
Because, yeah, sliders that go to 11. Because John Romero.
So I'm nearing the end of my... nearing the end of my visual novel thing, and I don't have a lot of choices other than anime. And I think I don't want to do that because it would get me in trouble.
You don't want to play Muv-Luv?
There are
There are scenes in Muv-Luv that you should not stream. Like it is not verboten, but there are things about Muv-Luv
might
that
play that Agatha Christie game. I might play that Agatha Christie game.
Okay.
I've heard good things about that.
Yeah.
I read the book. Wonder how that holds up if you've read the book.
I wonder. All right, so I have Al Capone, and I have my demolitionist lady, and okay, I'm just gonna zoom out and just show you because I have barely played any of this. So basically, you take over buildings, and you decide what kind of racket you're going to run. So you need breweries
Why did it? Oh,
to create
no,
alcohol.
Like,
This is you need, and then you have speakeasies to sell the alcohol, and then you can also operate brothels. And
do you want to know more about upgrading your alcohol? Old sales.
You can upgrade your alcohol from swill to better alcohol. There's like a weird amount of simulationism going on here. And I feel like the criticism I heard about this game was that it didn't quite get there. But anyway, we're doing a side mission for Al Capone's friend.
I seem to recall that criticism as well. I played a little bit, and I decided against streaming it, but what is it? What's the space one that Paradox made? Surviving Mars.
Okay.
And
So,
I played about 2 hours of that before I was like, this is like, I need to learn a series of steps to build anything, and I could probably memorize it because that's usually how I play most of my 4X games, is I memorize the most efficient series of steps. It's like, I don't want to memorize it for this, not for Mars.
I don't. I find one of the things that I find from just this is I feel like I have a far lower tolerance for middling XCOM combat these days. And this is the most middleist.
Oh,
Look at these guys. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
Steam Steam is a curse. Steam is a curse. Forge your fate and browse the summer specials by genre or theme that we recommend for you. And of course, anime's there.
Yeah, that stuff's actually fun. It's like a choose your own adventure riff.
Yeah. Yeah, good on them.
But also,
Except
once
the
again,
first game it wants me to buy is Learn Japanese to Survive the Katakana War.
so it seems like handguns, the whole benefit of handguns is you can fire them twice in one round. Anime is the future. This is known. So, like, it seems... One gets the impression that John and Brenda Romero like XCOM. One might say.
Right.
We did it.
Oh, I get a 1911 pistol. It's green colored.
Yeah, I know that Brenda Romero, her big credit is doing the, like... Well, she worked on Wizardry for
She
a
made
bit.
Wizardry 8 and Playboy the Mansion. Those are her two big credits. So
No, I thought she also worked on Jagged Alliance somehow.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure she did. Because she was at Surtech, so...
But no, yeah, she worked on a Wizardry game and then Jagged Alliance, and then yeah, you're right, she was the director of Playboy the Mansion,
Which
the
was
video game.
yes, which was a Playboy management sim. Oh no, someone stole our booze.
That's a good question. Like, what is Sid Meier doing these days?
I love hearing stories about Sid Meier because it just sounds like he is the most humble dude. And just...
What was the most recent interview he did where he's like, I can't play any of my games that are past a certain number of years old because I can't stop thinking about what's wrong with them?
Yeah. Just...
Yeah. Who was the person who left Firaxis to make a Civilization thing? What was that game? Fuck.
I know what you're talking about, and I feel like it's
It was the Civ 4 dude, right?
Yeah, it was the lead designer of Civ 4 who left the company to make like his new take on it, and apparently it was like one of those things where it's like it's almost there. I want to hire this guy.
Old World.
Okay, yeah, the old world. He wants 15 grand. That's why. And he takes 20% of the profits. Yeah, Ernie Gygax definitely has Playboy the Mansion installed. I bet Brenda Romero might have some things to say about that. Given some of the things she has said about like women in games and stuff, and like how hard it is.
Right. Soren Johnson.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
Soren Johnson. Not a lot of credits, but that would not do him justice for all that he has done.
Yeah.
Civilization 3, then Civilization 4, and got tapped to be the gameplay person for Spore, which, oh, Jesus Christ.
Spore, it has gameplay. So, yeah, just to show you.
Yes, he did do Off-World Trading Company.
Look
game's
at this fucking screen.
This is too much.
This is a Paradox game, you can tell. But it's one of those things where I wonder how much this matters because I feel like
Here in the finance info screen is where you'll
Oh, that's right. Soren Johnson also did Dragon Age Legends, the freemium Flash game.
that game was neat. All right, let's upgrade deflection, upgrade word of mouth.
game was weird.
I've got to upgrade my speakeasy. I got to increase the deflection so the cops
Remember
don't
when
raid
we all
it.
thought that Facebook was like gonna be the biggest thing for game, where everyone was talking about Facebook games, and then it turned out all those games made their money by batch collecting your data and selling
Yep.
it to marketers. That's
Gotta-
how those games made their money.
Yeah.
They
Gotta improve the quality of my alcohol so I can sell it.
yeah.
He did Off-World Trading Company? Okay.
Yeah, he did. He did do. And again, that's Soren Johnson.
Yeah. Oh, we gotta...
That's right. The last time we've heard of Firaxis is that they were working on a completely new IP.
That's
which,
right.
Good for them. Good for them.
Yeah. Oh, okay, so now...
I would love to see Sid Meier work on a completely original IP.
I
would.
Yeah, like... Remember X-Cops? And how that game launched, like, literally a month before it suddenly became a lot harder to launch a game about being cops?
Yep. Remember when Battlefield
Yep.
made a game about cops versus robbers during the absolute worst time when you could have debuted a game about cops versus robbers?
Yeah. There's a
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah. Yeah. There is a paradox amount of granularity. Oh, you can just fast travel, huh? So I only have 2 characters right now. Yeah, I feel like X-Cops was very much... How do I travel there? Okay, there we go. Yeah, it seemed like a cool experiment, and in that sense, that's cool.
Yeah, that's kind of reminding me of a game that I liked at the time, but I don't know if I want to stream it or even replay it. Is This Is the Police?
Not what I expected, but fine.
Yeah.
A lot of interesting ideas, but I don't know. I'm gonna pass. Hard pass. Hard pass.
I won't stand for this.
It's a deal.
Okay, so now it's introducing new characters. Okay, just let me... How do I travel to... Okay, I have to click on the...
Is this just an XCOM? There's a level of like simulation
X
for
Capone.
Xing about it.
Gotcha.
Like, say what you will about how obtuse the research in the revived XCOM games can be, but it's not a like 4X simulation.
Yeah. Okay, this is clunky. And then I feel like I have to pause because
Yes.
okay, why wasn't my okay. Why wasn't my demolitionist also going with me? Okay. There are things about this game that maybe could use some just general quality of life.
You know what's something that I'm now starting to realize about Steam?
Yeah.
Is that I'm kind of bummed that now that we have this summer sale, is that program of here are all these indie game demos that you can play and then give live feedbacks.
Yeah.
Or I'm gonna miss that. Those games were cool. That seemed like a way more transparent and honest way to do that than
Yeah.
like early access.
Yep.
And
I mean, they did do some of that.
Those indie
with
games
the
deserve that
E3.
visibility.
They did something like that with the E3 thing. Just this last couple weeks.
I'm on it.
And then
Steam selling EA Play and having it in the under $5 section I feel bad looking at
weird.
this. Feel bad. It's impossible to find anything on Steam nowadays.
No, like that's why I literally just stare at my wish list, and that's how I know when to buy anything. Also, I guess Al Capone is currently drunk, and that increases his melee skill or something. I have no idea. Anyway, melee seems useless. At least from, you know... Yeah, probably true to life for Capone. I mean, if I'm gonna play a gangster game, I should play as Capone, right? I don't think I'm crazy for saying that.
Could you speak into this microphone a little? I mean, not my
Sorry.
microphone. Could you speak into my shirt a little bit louder?
Hi, hello. Have you heard about Al Capone?
Yeah. So, what do you plan to do as Al Capone?
I plan on evading taxes. Oh no. Hoisted by my own Al Capone petard. And like everyone has these sets of traits, so like because Al Capone was a second generation immigrant, he gets 10% morale and loyalty from his minions.
Well, it seems trope appropriate.
Yeah. Amazing what talking can achieve. So basically, I'm good at sit down persuasion stuff. And he's also a tank. It's a weird game. This is a... I feel like if I enjoyed the combat more.
There might be some games we asked Jeff or company to buy, because
Yeah.
there are some decent sales here. Oh, hey, your favorite game, The
Yeah.
Outer Worlds, is on sale for $23. It's only $24 now. How much did you spend on Code Vein? Because it had a massive markdown.
I paid like 40. I
Yeah,
paid like
it's-
$40 for Code Vein with the season pass.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. 'Cause it's on sale for 15 now.
Yeah. Cool. Does that include the Is it blowing your mind that apparently what's it called? Crimson
No.
The new game from
Oh, right, the new game. Right. What the fuck was that called?
Scarlet Nexus.
Yes.
Like, hearing that game is apparently, like, quite good. Blowing my dang mind.
It's just when you say the words bullet and Nexus, I'm reminded that there's another Sword Art Online game, Fatal Bullet, that I might need to play. Everybody told me that was the good one.
Kids love that Gun Gale Online.
I'm on it.
This is, if I play anime girls that shoot guns, this is how I end up playing Senran Kagura. I'm
Listen,
getting
Senran.
banned from-
Here's the thing. Here's the thing I will say about Senran Kagura. Those games are honest about what kind of games they are, and I do not besmirch them for
Aren't
their.
they the ones that like sold like boob mouses or like schoolgirl panties? Like,
I
as part of their,
believe.
like-
I believe one of their. I think that was actually Record of Agarest War, which is an Idea
right.
Factory game. Once again, speaking of trash. No, I think Senran Kagura has given some real booby mouse pad energy.
We did it.
And
I like how they do that, but then they won't go so far as to show actual tits.
like
Like, it's all that-
imagine you can play that game where you can slap those girls' thighs with the frickin' Switch Joy-Cons.
Right.
That
I remember
that is a
seeing
game
that
you
video.
can buy on the Nintendo Switch. But
Yo dog.
they should put Hi, I'm Braden Arbitrary Water Redacted, and I'm here to tell you, the makers of Senran Kagura, that what if you just showed the tits? Anyway.
Hey, Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis is on the section for free on Steam.
Yay. I guess that would be improper, and then they would have to sell it as adult games. But listen, man, I've played plenty of games that will let you get away with toplessness. But yeah, since we're not gonna play a Senran Kagura game.
No, it's not even an RPG. Although I think we've had the discussion of like eventually we will need to go off the beaten path.
Yeah. Yeah, Mass Effect has toplessness.
Yeah. There's those. I'm glad that the remaster got rid of some of that shit. Like the
butt
Miranda
shots
posing, posing in a way to just perfectly frame her ass in front of the camera.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's like, shut up. Just shut the fuck up. I don't want to listen
Video
to
games, go to jail. All right, I'm just gonna focus on taking over the south side. And we're gonna look at my diplomacy screen. And
I might actually tell Jeff that Baldur's Gate 2 Enhanced Edition is $4, and that is a good deal.
yeah. At some point, we should play Baldur's Gate. Maybe not for a whole episode. Miranda as a character should never have made it past brainstorming. I feel like Miranda as a character was literally, we got Yvonne Stradikowski. You know, she's a very pretty woman in real life, so what if we scanned her and made her character a literal...
Her character goes places. I like her loyalty mission. I like how you slowly cause her to realize that Cerberus is bad.
Yeah.
But her outfit is awful.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. I think if we're going to play Baldur's Gate, we play all of Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. The inception of Miranda's character was her ass, and they built around that. I'd believe that. I am wanted by George McDonough, because cops. Alright, let's take over some more buildings. Let's see.
I went to the Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition, just Baldur's Gate 1.
Yeah.
And I almost accidentally clicked the add all DLC options.
They
which I
added.
don't
There's
want.
a portrait pack,
Yeah, it's the faces of good and evil. And it's like,
and then there's
this
also
seems like a waste of money.
and then there's also
Siege of Dragonspear.
Siege of Dragonspear, which, hey man,
Yeah, I'll
it's-
pass. I'll pass.
no, we should play Siege of Dragonspear. That game is strange.
How do you want to see the world burn?
It's fine.
I wonder, what is the state of Neverwinter Nights on Steam?
They just put out a new update.
Right.
Oh.
Right. Oh, I love how I was searching for Neverwinter Nights and I got the MMORPG.
Yes. Neverwinter. The MMO that is still going on inexplicably.
I like how the Neverwinter Enhanced Edition looks like.
Oh yeah, I got nothing against Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition. Like,
I
it
just
seems
wish
like they
would
have
do-
done well by the people who still care about Neverwinter Nights, so like the modding community.
Not good, buddy.
I just wish that they did it to the better Neverwinter Nights game. which
Yeah,
is 2.
well, that's the one that does not have the active modding community.
We might not be able to play that game for the podcast, considering how hard it is to just play it.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. The Neverwinter Korean RPG. It is a free-to-play RPG that inexplicably exists, continues, is probably okay. I believe they have done like tie-in storylines with the various D&D modules. So like they did a Tomb of Annihilation tie-in.
Better place.
Oh, you hit me in the face. You Al Caponed me.
That game is apparently really popular in Asia.
I want you to appreciate my wordplay. Also, what is... Hold it.
This looks like it's actually hard to determine cover and like do the turn-based strategy part of it.
As I said, I find myself with a decreasing amount of tolerance for middling XCOM gameplay. Anyway, I probably shouldn't have tried to take this over with just 2 people.
No, you're gonna be fine. The random number goddess will roll in your favor.
I mean, all of these guys are just using pistols, which seems like a problem for them. Alright, how much is this? 1 AP?
I forgot how many expansion packs the original Neverwinter Nights got.
It got 3 and then a bunch of premium modules that BioWare sold on their website.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing.
Yeah, and like the weird part is, yeah, then they are reselling all of those. Oh no. I'm gonna die. They killed me. You lose.
You can't let Al Capone die.
I have to die of tax in jail after tax evading. That's how it
Killed
works.
Al Capone? Even the FBI couldn't kill Al Capone.
He died in Alcatraz. Oh, cool. Cool.
On the world map.
Don't tell me what to do.
That seems like a less than optimal place for you to stop or start after dying.
Yep. Fuck. This. I'm gonna have to do that side mission again.
You're gonna have to do it from the beginning too.
Why would you do this to me?
I think it is generally just responsible design to auto save before the mission. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna go ahead and say that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's fair. And unfortunately, now that I've started playing this game, I feel semi-obligated to play more than, half an hour. Well, at least I'm gonna play Shadow Hearts tomorrow.
Whoopee. Are you excited?
I am.
Have you had a good time?
I have. Hey, remember
I forget,
that part?
is that
There's the part where one of your party members is this old dude with a
with
a creepy doll.
that's always running around her underwear, right?
That's all that. And in order to get new outfits for the doll, you have to give these extremely offensively stereotyped French dudes gay pornography.
Right. Also, that game has a lot more fan service than the first one.
It is more anime. It also just seems better on every level, including having more anime.
There's just weird scenes where it's like, we're gonna make a joke about boobs. How you feel about that?
Indifferent.
We're gonna make a joke about the protagonist looking at the cleavage of a female character. How do
Yep.
you feel about that?
Look at these old men. Look at these two guys. They've got they're dirty.
Phoenix Point is 50% off right now.
That game is okay.
I'm listening.
I give Phoenix Point a resounding okay out of 10. I think that game is almost there. I'm just gonna auto resolve and see what happens.
We did it.
What? Took 67 damage. Oh wow, the auto resolve seems poor in this game.
At least you didn't, go into a battle, auto resolve, and then just for some reason lose all of your artillery.
Yeah. Apparently, they put out that blog post talking about like, hey, we're talking about some of the changes we're making to combat.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Sure. You've literally shown Kislev and Korn.
Yep. Show. Like, yeah, no, some of these like behind the scenes combat improvements. Yeah, that sounds great. Now, please show more video game. Rory almost got me to buy Phoenix Point, but I was all XCOM'd out and may still be. So I will say what I said before about Phoenix Point, in that I think Phoenix Point is almost
there.
great. It's like it is in a much better state than it was last year. But as right now, I feel like it is only worth playing as like if you want something different from your third playthrough of War of the Chosen. Alright, I'm going to save. So that this does not happen again.
But anyways, as you were saying, I think that the reason why they've been coy about the other factions is I think this game is going to release with not a lot of content.
I mean,
'Cause they
7
weren't able to
factions.
do as much.
Launching with 7 factions, maybe 8, depending on how they handle, you know.
I think this game is gonna launch hot.
I think it's gonna launch hot. I don't think it's gonna be Rome 2 because they will never do that again.
I think it's gonna launch hot, and I think that people are going to be all up in arms about how this is a giant disappointment. It's like, how many years of active development did Warhammer 2 get? Like, fucking
1.
almost a decade.
I mean, no, Warhammer 2 was, Warhammer 3 has been in active development for 4 years.
But I mean, like, post-launch development.
Oh.
Like, think about Warhammer 2. That game didn't even launch with, like, the grand campaign. Like, it was the Vortex campaign.
I think my fear for 3 is definitely that their Vortex equivalent is going to be like the Vortex campaign, and that you will want to do it once and then never again.
Oh, yeah. It seems like they're putting a lot of emphasis on the scripted battles.
Those survival battles look cool. They seem significantly less cool in the context of me having to do them like 4 or 5 times every campaign.
I bet you I'm gonna do what I always do with those campaigns, which is I'm gonna do a bunch of corner camping, and it'll be fine. I'll find exploits to the AI, and we'll be fine.
Yeah. Although the thing about those survival battles that I actually do appreciate is that you have to also move forward and like capture points.
Yeah,
but yeah, I really want to know the structure of the campaign. All right, let's.
That was always what I find annoying
Yeah.
with the Vortex campaign is how. Fuck! I gotta go all the way over here to pick up some trinket and then do some sort of magical ceremony to awaken the trinket. And now Lord Croak is with me.
Yeah.
Hooray. Cool. Oh man, I'm playing as a Chaos faction. Gotta decide if I want to get the Sword of Cain or not. Of course I do.
Of course you do.
Because everybody already hates me. Hey, I gotta figure out if I want to be the Ever-Chosen. Of course I do.
I want to see. Yeah, I want to see it. I would love to see what they have planned because I feel like they have been pretty honest about like saying, hey, I mean, the fact that all of their DLC lords past Ikit Claw and Tehenowin have had different Vortex objectives maybe speaks to them acknowledging that the Vortex campaign is not something that is super replayable.
I see, based off of the Chivos, you played as the Drowned recently.
I did. I finished a Silostra Deerfawn campaign, and I took over Ulthuan. And that's fun because you can beat the elves at a ranged-on-ranged fight. Of course, you have to get behind the spearmen to shoot them in the back.
You also, with any ethereal-based faction or ghost-based faction, you really gotta watch out for magic.
Yep, but hey man, cheaper sirens so you can just bog them down forever because sirens lower enemies' attack.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think that they maybe shot themselves in the foot by saying, "Hey, the world map's gonna be really big, guys." And it's like, oh Jesus, I would almost be okay with a smaller map that's just really well done. I bet you there's gonna be a lot of empty space. Like, I'm not necessarily concerned. I just think that I am going in with very realistic expectations that, you know, they've been making this for 2 years during pandemic.
They've been making it for 4 years.
And
because the DLC team is a separate team.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah.
I don't know how optimistic I am that it will be there. It's not going to be there. There's no reason to expect the full-fledged experience of Warhammer 2, and that's fine. It took time before people stopped playing Warhammer 1 and jumping ship to Warhammer 2.
It took them like a year to put Norska in Mortal Empires, right?
Yeah,
like that was the whole thing.
Like I said in that series of blogs that you in chat may or may not have read, is like there's a lot of balanced stuff they need to do,
or they should do. Because I think it's okay to have hard campaigns or like uphill climbs.
I think that's fine. The things that I'm concerned about, especially if they're going to have mono chaos gods, is like, I really want to see how you guys have fixed chaos corruption. I really want to see, like, okay, so the mono gods are not going to be fighting for Everchosen. What is the quest sequence for these mono gods to, like, get their different
destroy the
realms
world
of chaos? Yeah, like, how are they destroying the world? Or how big is the realm of chaos? How big is it?
Yeah, and then what do Kislev and Cathay have to do?
And it's like, that's interesting because, and this is something that I've been thinking about, is like, are Kislev and Cathay the only Order factions in this campaign? You have mono chaos gods.
I bet that
You're
if
probably
there
gonna
are
have chaos dwarves,
there will probably be
a crusading empire.
Yeah, I think old Toddy, old Boris Todbringer.
Okay.
I could see him being there, or what is the name of Karl
Volkmar.
Franz's?
Oh,
yeah,
no, wait,
Volkmar,
yeah.
or Karl Franz's bodyguard. What's his name?
Oh shit.
Like I could see them being like we're going crusade against chaos.
Not good, buddy.
They swear because it's I bet Al Capone did not say the word fuck very often, because I don't think that was part.
Schwarzhelm. That's his
Okay,
bodyguards.
Ludwig
Or Hellborg.
Schwarzhelm, or Karl Hellborg. I bet Karl Hellborg could be like a guy, like the Emperor's, most trusted guy. Oh, hey, puppy. The dog came in.
You know what would be funny? What if they took? What if they had the Empire work that way, but the mechanics were it played exactly like the Huntsman's campaign?
I bet that would be cool.
That would be super cool. You're gonna start off with Volkmar the Grim and regret all of your life choices, but don't worry, as things go on, you'll get better stuff.
Hey man, don't you like buffs to buffs to
canon,
flagellants?
Volkmar the Grim does do a crusade to save Kislev, then gets his ass kicked, and then is crucified on a stake.
Yeah.
And then has to be saved by Bretonia.
They should do something with Bretonia. They're not going to, but they should. Who do you think's going to be the FLC Lord? The last Lord with the Tarox and Oxliatl DLC.
I really wish it were something that... I really wish it was for Norska so they could stop being the only faction with 2.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's gonna happen.
Creative Assembly did name check Norska specifically. Okay.
Yeah, I think that a Crusade would fit Bretonia better. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, what if it was Bretonia and it was a Crusader? Just a crusading horde faction for Bretonia. That'd be cool. That'd be super cool.
We should do... Yeah, they should... But yeah, Creative Assembly did name drop Norska when they were asked about, like, what old world factions do you think still need an update? Not dwarfs. They said Norska. Which to me says... There... I feel like that probably hints towards something. Even if, you know, divining the tea leaves is maybe... But they like to do hints, and so straight up, the trailer they did that's like, hey man, you hear about this Warhammer game? It's on the Steam sale. Apparently that little trailer actually has a Troglodon in it. So straight up, just like, here's us hinting at the new unit for the new DLC. I just think this combat is, like, utterly mediocre. That's what I've been hearing. That's what I heard from people. I would have to look at that trailer again.
There's a lot of rumors going around that Bretonia might actually make a comeback in Age of Sigmar. Which would be really weird because the Lady of the Lake got outed for being a fraud, and I don't know how you bring back Bretonia.
We did it.
I have no idea.
Tomb Kings would be great.
I would love a new Tomb Kings Lord.
Do the one that's
the dude who's
like
just scarabs.
Scarabs. Exactly, right? Or what if it was the master brewer for the dwarves?
Yeah, Joseph Bugman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if he was the free lord? Introduce a new playstyle for the dwarves that's kind of like an artificer, even though they kind of technically already have an artificer.
Yeah.
But it's just not fun. You do just march Thanes forward, or just turtle Thanes where they are, and then buff them as the dwarves
just hide in a corner and just blow everything up with artillery, and then, hey, you've basically won because the AI doesn't know how to deal with...
And the fact that the AI still doesn't know how to do choke point battles, I will never... It's the best. It's like, I'm still... When I do a choke point battle, it's like, you really think I can't win this, eh? Okay. You're really just going to charge forward, and I'm just going to be able to deal with that. There's something also about that and original OG Rome Total War bridge battles that's just fills my heart with glee.
It's truly the reason for the season. Is just putting a bunch of freaking hailstorm rocket batteries in a corner and just blowing up this chaos army that is twice as big as yours because they can't do shit because, I mean, chaos is you know, one of chaos's weaknesses is their infantry is the best in the game almost, outside of maybe the greenskins. But
Yeah, except
but they're slow.
having good infantry is not that great.
It depends on who you're playing as, but like
Also,
good anti-large goes a long way.
Hellstorm rocket batteries also are just a unit that has led to a lot of me shouting at my screen.
Because they are very hit or
Super
miss.
inaccurate, and it makes me want to die. It makes me want to die.
Crush their skulls! Gonna crush you!
Oh, there
my
was
favorite
hidden
thing
audio
to
in the
do.
corn trailer. Yeah, that checks out. Anyway, Al Capone's bleeding out on the ground.
One of my favorite things to do is when you're going up against a Chaos faction that has the Sword of Cain.
Yeah.
You're the Skaven. Doing a Menace below with whoever has the Sword of Cain. And that will trigger them doing the Sword of Cain.
Yeah.
And they'll completely obliterate their own army because the Vortex will deploy
Yeah.
on their own army. It's the best. I love it so much.
Eltharion had the Sword of Cain during my most recent during that Sideloster campaign. Now I'm just playing as Grombrindal, and boy, dwarfs are yeah, as we have previously mentioned, dwarfs are just real effective and real boring. So what do you think of this game having seen it now?
This seems like a weird way for them to put Paradox's like weird 4X game into an XCOM game.
Like
And it looks like it's fiddly enough that it would annoy me. Like the weird melding of like
tactical combat and management sim.
and, like
There was
simulation.
There was a game that did this before. I think it was called Omerta, and it was
Omerta,
bad. I know Sparky liked
I
it.
always remember people not liking Omerta.
Yeah, like the thing I remember hearing about Omerta was that it was bad. So, just like there's clearly a fantasy out there for a mob tactics game / management sim, but
Right, that was from the Tropico developers.
oh right,
Omerta. Or better known as the makers of Victor Vron.
Finding a better place!
only you know what. I mean, I hear good things about Victor Vron. It seems neat. Tropico's fun.
I like Tropico.
I think they lean a little too hard into the lol Banana Republic stuff.
Oh boy, was it Tropico 4 where you have to create a time machine to stop a girl from killing Hitler, and then there's a bunch of hijinks?
Sure,
and then,
that sounds right.
yeah, I
Literally,
think that's Tropico 4.
literally 3 and onward, those games look identical to me as someone who has not played a ton of them.
Although, I gotta say, 4 does a reference to Tropico 2 that makes it made me very, very happy when it's like, we've gone back in time! And then it's a reference to Tropico 2, which if you know, you know!
Finding a better place!
Tropico 2's the one where
I just really like having like really jaunty salsa music play while I am building a bunch of shitty tenement apartments. And then they're like, El Presidente is doing a great job for the people of Tropico. In that exact, like,
Oh no, it's Tropico 5 where you
maybe
go back
this
in
is offensive, I can't tell.
time. I bet you those games have not aged well.
Tropico 1 and 2?
No, Tropico 3, 4, and 5.
6? I mean, 6 came out, like, last year, or a couple years ago. Tropico 6 is recent. And it seems like you can raise, sack, or take over buildings like you were playing a Warhammer.
I don't know if I want to play a Tropico game anymore.
I played some Tropico 6.
It's Tropico 5. Yeah, Tropico 5's the one that has the story that's lol internet jokes.
Like, I feel like the tone of those games is maybe a little too, like, yeah, tongue-in-cheek, like, lol, you're like Fidel Castro, but wacky. It's like, Fidel Castro is a very interesting historical figure, also B, an asshole. And, yeah. Anyway, I need to hire someone.
Oh, that's right. That Omerta team also made that first Templar game, which was trying to get off the coattails of Witcher 2's popularity.
Oh, you mean the first Templar? It's on my wish list. But apparently the Steam version of that game was like had DRM for a service that no longer exists anymore. Like that kind of thing. And might still be broken, but might still be for sale. Just delightful. Oh. Also, I only have 2 characters because one of them died. Chronicles of Riddick Dark Athena. I will play that one day on stream.
Yeah. You know, as an apologist for the Chronicles of Riddick movie, and I thought that first game on that Escape to Butcher Bay on Xbox was badass.
That's not
One of those things.
An apologist, I feel like.
I apologize for the movie as well.
Oh.
I like the Chronicles of Riddick the movie.
You like Vin Diesel's Dungeons and Dragons OC cool guy character?
I think that movie is like surprisingly creative.
The necro mongers.
God, dude, that movie is like I like that movie. They don't make movies like that anymore.
Because it was a financial flop.
They made a sequel though that was supposed to be good and then it was bad.
Yeah. Dark Athena on PC has a 3 install limit. Okay, I have the GOG version, so at least I don't have to deal with that. Yeah, people like Pitch Black. All right, who should I pick a fight with? Honestly, I don't really want to play any more of this.
So I remember Assault on Dark Athena has Escape from Butcher Bay.
Yeah, it is also a remake of Assault on Butcher Bay.
And I remember that being the case on all of the reviews saying, the Escape from Butcher Bay part of this is really good. All of the new stuff, not so much.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
And that was also a Grim game. No, it was a Starbreeze.
Starbreeze. That was the game that put them on the map. And now Starbreeze is like this weird, poorly run company that had something to do that, like, all of their big talent went on to become Machine Games and make Wolfenstein.
Well, they really screwed the pooch on that weird Walking Dead game that they
that's right. Yes.
millions of dollars on and then never could actually get out on a reasonable schedule.
Look at this. Look at this video game happening right here.
Coming at you, loser.
I mean, not
This
really.
seems like a poor... This seems poor. This seems poor.
This seems like it is 75% of the way to being good.
Shit, I'm done for.
Like there is a platonic version of this game that is real good, And I feel bad because it sounds like, the Romeros were super jazzed
Excited
about this game.
Yeah.
And it just seems like they did not have the time they needed. Because Paradox is...
That's a good point. Like, it wasn't Escape from Butcher Bay that put them on the rock. They made a shit ton of money on Payday 2.
That's right. They also made Enclave, which I bought because Mento played it recently. Friend of yours and mine, Mento. Because somehow he plays the games that even I refuse to.
Oh, right. Enclave. That's on GOG.
Sure was. It was less than $2.
Gotcha.
Boy, howdy, I really don't want you to pick that, ever.
God damn it.
Boy, howdy, that game sure looks like a doozy.
Looks like a game from 2000...
Boy,
whatever.
howdy, everything that Mento said about that game sure made it seem like a stinker.
It made it sound interesting.
Made it sound like something that I really am gonna have to, like, bite my tongue as I play it.
Good thing it's not... It's, like, barely an RPG.
Right, remember when everyone was trying to take Todd McFarlane's notion of grim, dark fantasy?
Yep. Sure do.
That's it, you fucker!
What if I picked McFarlane's Evil Prophecy for a Kusoge episode?
Is it fair to say that Clive Barker is the actual, like, horror guy? What got good with the video games? Because people like Undying, even though it's... Oh, no.
People like Undying, but they didn't like that second
People
game
really
that
don't
had
like...
Clive Barker's name on it.
People
Clive
real don't
Barker.
like Jericho. But
Yeah.
I'm still putting Undying on the wheel of dubious FPSs. Just going to ominously allude to that again.
I would say definitely put Jericho. I played Jericho
You must be joking.
because I liked Undying, and Jericho. I have a proposal. I mean, I know your wheel already has
Yeah.
a lot, but Quake 4 single player.
Oh, right.
I wasn't busy, Irish.
Anyway, here's the
Depending on what
negotiation.
conversation.
You look like a man setting out to make a mark in Chicago. Is that the plan?
Just seeing what Chicago has to offer. There's no Emerald Isle, I'm sure, but
Yes,
so
we're talking
much
about
to
Jericho, Chris Jericho,
Land was in a bit of a
noted
state.
AEW and WWE
Prefer it the way it is, without you
champion,
making a
currently in a storyline with MJF.
Ye-
Break down the walls of Jericho.
see. Yeah, we'll see what happens, Irish. I do things how I do things.
I did wrestling references during your stream. You invited me as your
He
guest.
ran into a fight he couldn't win. Now he's dead.
Speak while you
Let's.
still
I
have your
actually I want to check to see what the TSR Twitter account's been up to.
Oh,
I
no.
must admit, I could help you with
They
that.
were very active when I last checked.
Too.
Nope, that's not what I wanted.
Breweries, pal, is the name of the game. Now, my whiskey is of top quality. Everyone knows that. But the
Fine.
this worked out better than expected, Alphonse.
Let's see what happens next.
Okay, so see, that's cool. Like, it's fully voice acted. Oh, but this is... Look how boring this is. Look how boring this gameplay... Because I made a deal with the Irish gang, I get 2% brewery production rate and -4 speakeasy word of mouth cost.
Wow.
That's just... Paradox!
Boy, howdy. Now multiple companies have needed to come out saying, hey, yes, we use the TSR logo and stuff, but we are associated with Wizards of the Coast. We are in no, like, literally a top secret.
Yeah.
The Spy RPG had to
Yeah.
say, yes, we use TSR's label and it is a part of our handle, but also let us say, Black Lives Matter, Trans Life Matter, science is real, kindness is everything. Basically needing to say, yeah, no.
Oh God, please.
Oh.
Yeah, I love that now. I love that now multiple companies are needing to say, yeah, shit, yeah, you guys caught us. We are not associated with these dickheads.
Please. Please do not. I can recruit this. Why does everyone want 15 grand up front? I can't afford that. I don't quite know how to make money. Maybe I should just start ransacking other people's stuff.
Now they've responded to someone who's did the, there was a guy named Milton Bradley saying, "Hi, I'm the communications wizard specializing in TTRPG products and am available for social media consultations at a reasonable rate that includes analysis on your brand. We would be more than happy to sit down with you and teach you why this is the shittiest tweet you could have possibly made today." And they responded with Hout. Haute with an exclamation mark. It's the TSR people. They already got the right press with the right people. A bunch of 12-year-olds that watch like Steven Crowder or, you know,
Ben Shapiro.
Anyone that you would associate, like maybe like who's the other guy that does all that stuff? I don't even know anymore. But like that crowd, like they're gonna get them to buy one booklet.
Yep.
That they won't know how to play, and then they will not buy the expansion pack. So good luck with that business model. But yeah, congratulations.
You did it.
You did it. You are gonna sell decently with the first thing you release. Congratulations.
You got it.
Yep. All right, I think I'm good.
So we're gonna spin the wheel of mediocre.
The wheel of
4X
mediocre
strategy
4X strategy games.
games. Let's play Multi-Coon next episode. All right, this was fun.
Yeah, this was fun. We can play.
debating if I want to.
Oh, it landed on. I don't even know. I can't even make a joke.
We're gonna need to watch this. We need to actually watch this Dragonlance thing.
Yeah, we need to watch
shit.
this Dragonlance thing. Thanks everyone for watching. Tuning in. Shadow Hearts tomorrow. Hope y'all have a good time. I'm gonna see how the puppy's doing.
I need to eat food. I'm not gonna stream today.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did go
All right.
late. Bye.
Yeah, it's no fun. No problem. Bye.
Peace.
All right, I'm gonna log off now. All right, that was good.
That was
All right,
good.
have a good one.
Have
Stay
a
safe.
good one.